Hello everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you how to perform a wall jump in Apex Legends. Let's get straight into it. I have plenty of movement techniques to make tutorials on, so I'll get there eventually, but for now we're going to focus on the wall jump. In the next video I'll probably talk about air strafing or b-hopping. Okay, anyways, all of them sync pretty well together, so yeah, but I really want to talk about wall jumping first because it may be like probably the easiest out of those. So let's get straight into it, shall we? If you're pressing circle to crouch and X to jump, that's not the most ideal setup for in battle because you want to keep your thumb on the right analog stick, and that's because the right analog stick is used for aiming. You want to keep your thumb on the analog stick while you're aiming, so you can constantly adjust as the enemy is moving. If you have to take your thumb off of the analog stick to press circle to crouch, you know, it just won't work that way. I'm gonna recommend a button layout that you could use. We're gonna go to controller. In controller settings, you go to button layouts, and here you can have all these different presets. Mine's customized, but I'm pretty sure it's the same as button puncher. Yeah, okay, it's basically the same. Okay, so I would recommend button puncher, and here's why. It'll move your melee to circle, and let's be honest, normally you'd be using R3, which is your aiming stick, to melee. But you don't really need to do that, because how often are you really meleeing, right? Not really, but you're crouching a lot in game. So you see here, this is probably, if you're using this default layout, you see circle is crouch, jump is X. You have to take your thumb off of the analog stick to do either of those. I'm sure you're all familiar with slide jumping, but I'll go over it anyways, just in case you aren't. But button puncher allows you to use your right analog stick while you're shooting and just press down on it and you'll crouch. And then to do a slide jump you do R3 and then X. Chances are you're probably not going to be jumping that much if you're aiming down sights, right? You probably don't do that anyways. If you're aiming down sights, you're probably not going to jump, but you're going to crouch. You want to crouch so you can dodge bullets. So with this setup, you press R3 and then X to do a slide jump. That is going to be very important to performing a wall jump. It's actually essential. You need to know how to do that. To perform a wall jump, the full point of this video, sorry if there's a lot of build-up, but I had to make sure that I didn't leave you all in the open figuring out how do I press circle and X at the same time and do all this. Too confusing. So that's why I had to go over the button layout and slide jump. Make sure you know how to slide jump, okay? You're gonna need to know. Okay. So here we have a wall here, and to perform a wall jump, I'm gonna demonstrate first. Ta-da. Do it again. One more time. Okay. Now let's get into how I did that. As you're running towards the wall, here's a common mistake I'm sure that you'll encounter. You'll slide jump too early and end up just slamming into the wall like this. And then, you know, it just doesn't look good. You can't do the wall jump, it looks awkward. Alright, so you want to do a slide jump from a safe distance away, and then as soon as you hit the wall, you want to press X again to jump off of it. And watch my camera. You'll see I'm looking this way, and as I exit, I'll be looking this way. Okay? In a swift motion, you're gonna look towards the wall as soon as you hit it, and then you're gonna jump off the other direction. You could also run straight at the wall and jump off of it like that. As you can see, this is that split second where you touch the wall, that's when you jump, or else you'll grab it. And you don't want to grab it. You'll hold on to it and you won't be able to jump. So, as you see, as I enter the wall, I look towards it, and then I jump off of it from the other side. Like that. But it's not limited to just looking this way and then looking the other way. You can do this as well. Oops, I messed up, my bad. And then look the other way. You can look this way, right? But you just have to make sure that you're looking at the wall when you approach it, and then you jump off. Right? You have to look at the wall and then jump off. You can't do this. See? If I just keep looking the same direction, it won't work. You have to look at the wall to jump off the wall. Simple as that. To be frank, you probably won't be using a lot of wall jumps in your average game. Okay? In an average game of Apex Legends, you'll probably not wall jump a whole bunch. But it's good to know if someone's chasing you down and it's hard to find any cover and you need to get some shots off, they're chasing you down and now you're able to fire right back at them. I have a lot to talk about in Apex Legends. Okay, I have a lot of videos I'll make about Apex, but yeah, I don't have a whole lot of clips or any really of me doing a wall jump. But that's not to say you won't need it, because maybe I just don't use wall jumps that often, but maybe you could. I should use them more often. I just know how to do them. But I really never use them because I'm always, you know, bee-hopping or something like that. Okay, well, I think I've covered the concepts of this video. I've showed you and demonstrated how to perform wall jump, and I provide some extra advice. Changing your button layout to something more comfortable where crouching is very accessible. I'm gonna be honest, crouching is very important in Apex Legends. Movement is Apex Legends, basically. You want to have good movement. And I have a lot of videos I'm sure I'm gonna make tutorials on how to air strafe, how to bee-hop. And they all have their own individual uses as to why they're important. It's just, if you ever need to perform a wall jump to, I don't know, cheat your opponent or dodge bullets, it's very good at dodging. It's very good for dodging bullets, let me say that. Someone's chasing you down, and you can dodge some bullets that way. I think that's it.
Unleashing my singularity.
I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Yeah. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.